guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about Zoe Laverne again, unfortunately just because the behavior continues to worsen, which is saying a lot if you're aware of what she's been up to. If not, I will give you a little TLDR. It's quite basic and straightforward, hence why it's insane to me that things are still worsening. However, before we get into that, I did want to thank today's sponsor, which is Hate Love. Hate Love is a jewelry brand inspired by Hollywood heartbreak and is the sister of another brand called Clocks and Colors. Their first collection, titled Love Hate, draws on the dichotomies of love and pain and life and death. Their second collection, Second Sight, is tarot inspired, and each purchase comes with a deck of tarot cards. I particularly love their jewelry because of the bold imagery that's distinguished yet still fits my minimal style. Each of their pieces is a statement and very much remind me of rock and roll aesthetics. With the code ReadyToGlare20, you guys can get 20% off their website, and the code will be valid for 30 days. So basically, if you don't know who Zoe Laverne is, I will link my other video down below. Basically, she's a TikTok star with 17 point something million followers. Basically, she came under fire because she was, quote, having a relationship with a 13-year-old while she's 19. Obviously, she can't call it a relationship because there can't be consent when it is a literal child. Like, if I show you a picture or a video of them together, she looks like his older sister or his babysitter, but it wouldn't come into any sane person's mind to say, ah yes, this makes sense, this isn't illegal, immoral, questionable, and a whole series of other things, because again, he's 13, she's 19. Now, allegedly, they're not in contact anymore. Do I really believe that? No. The reason that things have gotten worse is because instead of taking accountability and trying to learn or at least understand why it is that people are saying this is inappropriate, Zoe Laverne has gone on to continue posting on her TikTok and doing live streams where any apology that was made is just thrown out the window. Now, granted, the apology didn't change anyone's life because the experiences that 13-year-old have been had. An apology won't automatically absolve her or help, fix any potential trauma that may have been there. But at least people thought, or had this sliver of hope that she understood why this was wrong and hopefully would not do it again or try to justify it again. Instead, what has occurred is that she's doubling down on the fact that the public doesn't know everything that happened, which, yes, is true. We don't know everything that happened. We don't live in that house, obviously, but what we have seen is enough to determine that it was inappropriate. A 19-year-old kissing a 13-year-old, having whatever kind of romantic relationship, as she labeled it. It's open and closed. Like, it's not more complicated than that. It's one of those things that really don't have a gray for me. It's pretty black and white. Also, the fact that she continued to claim that kissing isn't illegal, I'm not going to get into that. I mean, what is there really to say? So basically, she posted on her TikTok essentially kind of taunting her audience because, again, I almost dropped my phone, that gave me a heart attack. Instead of actually taking this as people giving a critique on her being immoral, she's taken it as people are hating on her, which it's not hate to say a 19-year-old and 13-year-old have no business being in a relationship. It really isn't hate, but she's going down that route. And she posts TikToks like these saying, oh, I used to care, now I don't anymore. And it's like, first of all, you clearly care because you posted a TikTok about not caring, which kind of contradicts the message of not caring because you so don't care that you're posting a TikTok about it. But okay. Again, she's veiling it as like, oh, it's just hate. And it's like, no, 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 no. Like, you very much broke the law, my dude. Like, this is not just us being big meanies on the internet. Aside from that, she's been posting a lot of TikToks as if nothing happened, which is expected. I mean, influencers. But the other thing is that there was a live stream. I'll put a few clips here, but I'm gonna cut them up because I don't want to just put 10 minutes.
You're coming in my life and calling me names like you're not hurting my feelings. You're give a, bad word. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't know what you're wasting your time to do. Like, you're coming in here trying to hate, but like, in reality, baby, like, it's not hurting me and you're wasting your time. So you might as well just skedaddle. Their decisions, not mistakes. Okay. All right, you're probably like 5. So let me explain to you something really quickly. Okay. Mistakes made by decisions you make. Okay? You make a decision and it can be a mistake. You know what there is such thing of though? Is putting down people. That is too much. That is too much. There's too much hate in the world. We need to start loving people and treating people with respect. You guys like genuinely like do not know your facts. Like you think you do because you like listen to YouTube videos and all these accounts, but like you don't even know what actually happened. No one groomed anyone. Connor even told you guys that that didn't happen. Yet you still use that. Because I'm Zoe. But if it was anyone else, it'd be a different story. We saw it. No, you didn't. You saw us kiss. Kissing is known as like, it's not known as like, what's the word? Yeah, like kissing isn't known as that. Kissing is like, kissing just happens. Like people kiss all the time. Like, it's not illegal. I would have been in trouble for it. Like, yes, I realize that I did it. I'm not saying that I didn't do anything wrong because I know I did something wrong and I know it was wrong. But I'm saying, like, you guys are calling me a groomer, but you don't even know the definition of it.
Hey, y'all. What's poppin'? It's Brody. Okay, so let's got y'all 9-year-old minds, like, their facts straight, okay? So, first, grooming is where someone above the age of 18 sexually puts their hands on someone intending to sexually assault them or intending to have sex or commit sexual acts with a minor, which is not what was intended.
Here's Zoe.
Eric, shut the fuck up. And the most that happened was a kiss. That was all. People kiss. Oh no. What a big deal. If this was fucking Avani Gregg, Charlie D'Amelio, oh, we love her. It's okay. Acceptance, forgiveness, peace, love, and rainbows. But because it's Zoe Laverne, the star of TikTok, y'all are having an issue.
She goes on to say that essentially she didn't do anything wrong and that we don't understand the definition of grooming, which is kind of funny because coming from a groomer, it's like, well, no, I think it's you who don't understand the definition of grooming. And then on top of it all, she claims that even her quote unquote boyfriend, Connor, the 13-year-old, says that it's not grooming. And I was like, if you have any understanding of grooming, first of all, grooming makes it so that people don't understand what is happening to them is wrong. That is the whole entire point of grooming. And second of all, if this kid still cares for her, he's never gonna say, oh yeah, I was groomed. And third of all, he's 13, so not understanding what grooming is would be relatively normal for a 13-year-old. So using that as a point of defense, like, oh, he agrees that I didn't do anything. Okay, I don't think the police agrees. I don't think most of the internet agrees. But then the point that was made that was even more insane to me was that she was saying that people are holding her accountable, but hating because she's Zoe Laverne. Had this been anyone else, they would have been treated differently, which I agree with, because had she been a male influencer, she probably would have faced actual consequences, even though there are some male influencers that get away with it. But it's like, yes, there's a double standard because you're a woman, so that already makes you kind of harder for people to accept as a criminal, I suppose. But it's also like, it's not because you're not Charlie D'Amelio that people are mad at you for this. It's because you committed a crime. You acted in an immoral way, so people are telling you this is fucked up. And I hold that same standard for whoever it is, whatever they identify as. It doesn't matter. The facts are, you're 19, that is a 13-year-old child. It is what it is, but the fact that she's kind of internalizing this as a hate campaign towards her specifically because of who she is, it's like, no, it's because of what you did. It has nothing to do with who you are. Frankly, no one would probably be talking about you if it weren't for this, because you're not hated like that. Or I guess you weren't. But it's insane to me that there's this kind of level of dissociation or separation from reality that makes you think that people are hating because of who you are as a person as opposed to what you did. Anyways, guys, you can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Personally, I think she's gonna probably try and drag this out because realistically, I didn't know who this person was before. Maybe I'm just out of the loop, but I think this is giving her attention, which I am feeding into, but again, this person groomed a minor, so hopefully people will pay attention to that and make sure that she stays away from children, because this is absolutely alarming. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and let's get right into the fan